Hi, Zippy here. Last year, just before Christmas, or it was around at Christmas time, I got a Tom Caxtons bitter kit. Because I ripped the label off before I started filming. It's always handy. Getting prepared, make it quick. Tom Caxtons bitter kit. Now, I started brewing in 1986, and that was the very first kit beer, the very first beer I ever brewed. Jonah and a few of the other guys in the UK will remember. Homebrewing was like that. You can only buy beer stuff from Boots. So, you know, you bought the kit, a hydrometer, your fermenting bucket, and your kit, and you just threw in a kilo of table sugar, which we now know isn't the best thing to do. And I used to brew it quite often, that kit, because it was a good kit. I'm thinking, oh, he's bought a better kit, oh, he's bought a kit better. Well, yeah, so if you're new to homebrew, I'm going to show you the easy way of doing it. Now, in 1986 when I started brewing, all you got was your tin of hopped malt extract. And you added the boiling water, diluted it, cold water, threw in a bag of sugar, or a kilo of sugar, stirred it up, that was it, and you got the beer. And now with all the experience and knowledge that I've gained over the years, I saw it on sale in a homebrew shop, and I thought, that was my first kit beer. So I thought I'd buy it and do it again and see how it comes out with all the experience that I've gained over the years. Now, things they didn't have in those days were bags of dextrose, brewing sugar, spray malt. You can buy beer enhancer and just throw a kilo of beer enhancer in, which is, I think it's about 50-50. What I'm going to do, I'm going to use a kilo of brewing sugar, but I'm going to add the light spray malt in as well. Now that will also dilute the hop extract, hoppiness of the extract. But in the kits now they have a hop enhancement system, and so I'm going to add a lot of that. I've never used it before. I haven't done Caxtons in years. So I'm going to throw all that in there. Now that's going to bring it up a little bit more on the ABV. You're also going to need a thermometer. Now I've got this one, I've got a digital one, but I'm happy with that because it's a very quick up and down reading. So a brewing thermometer is ideal. Little electric one's ideal. As long as you're roughly about 22, 23 when you pitch the yeast. When you pitch dry yeast, you want to be up a little bit on the temperature. And don't worry about it, because to actually activate dry yeast they want to go up to 30 degrees some of them. Hydrometer, a test tube, right. And this one takes 100 millilitres, and that's to work out the density of the sugar in your wort before you pitch your yeast. And then when you measure it after the fermentation, the difference can be calculated into your alcohol. And towards the end of the video I'll show you how to do that manually, so you can do it roughly in your head. And there's ABV calculators online. There's a couple of mathematic formulas, but I'm going to give you an easy one to work it out. So, cheers. So, I'm now on the stove. You will see, I'll just pan it up. In here is 3.5 litres of boiling water. Well, it will be boiling. And pan this down even more. Oops. And that is tin of malt extract. Now I've opened it because I put it in hot water. Okay, this is to warm up to make it a bit more fluid, so it's easy to pour. I'm going to boil the kettle as well. I'm going to put boiling water into that can, stir it around to get all the extract out. So if you don't add any other thing, you need to get most of your malt extract out, get everything out if you can, because that will give you your target, and the more sugar, the more alcohol. So that's in hot water. So I'm waiting for that to boil. That's in hot water warming up. Anything else I need? Ah, yeast. No yeast, I'll just get it. Now you do get a pack with the kits, and I put the yeast in another box, and it's like mislocated. But kit beers tend to only have 6 or 7 grams of yeast, and this is 11 grams. It's Wilco's. Now I like Wilco's. This is a Nottingham strand. So it's nice fruity esters, goes well with the bitter. The other thing with this is when I ferment with it, the tub at the bottom, when you rack out your bottling bucket, it's more solid. It solidifies a little bit better. Munters Premium Gold does the same. So I find that's quite good yeast. And it's cheaper than Danstar. And yet that is Munton's Nottingham Ale yeast. Now you can muck around with your hop extracts of that, but you can't really muck around with yeast. So you're getting that, well it's the same as Munton's. In fact it's called Girvan English Ale yeast. So it's the same as Girvan Nottingham yeast. So, that's nearly boiled. That's warmed up. Let's start to make some beer.
Right, kettle's boiled, so noise it down. Right. Fermenter on the floor. So what we do, we'll take this, which is now hot water, so and pour that in. To the fermenter. Right. And you just wait. Try and get as much of that malt extract in. We'll pull it out. You've got less to clean out in the boiled kettle. Then, and that will help dissolve all that malt extract. With your sanitised paddle and boiling water, water over to your tin. You can stir it around, so you basically dissolve every other size. Good idea to do this in the sink next time, actually, something like that. Do it in the sink, because the missus complains with all the stickiness everywhere. For the sake of the camera work, I'm going to do it simple set. It's really on Caxtons as well. Okay, right. Malt extraction and hot extract, hot malt extract. The kit. This is a hot enhancer system. So I've never used this before. Oh, it's powder. So put that in now. Oh, that's it. Oh, it's best to use scissors with these packets. Dry slide off, which I put in, and now for the dextrose brewing sugar. Okay, now for the harvest. And now, we have to boil that. You can be quite high in that pour, try and get as much oxygen in this, so you can do it later. You're going to continue stir. Be careful not to spill the thing. You want to dissolve all that stuff you put in, and make sure it's mixed well. And no lumps in the final mixture. Takes a little work. So I do, save it for a little bit, and then go back to it and give it a technical stir. Now I've forgotten one thing. This is the hose. You need to get cold water into this. And my water's very hard. So I'm going to put half a teaspoon of citric acid in to bring the pH down a bit. And a little bit more. I've got really hard water. Not too low. I'll put find it counters calcium carbonate and chalk in the water. So that's quite a good tip, it's got hard water. Ah, teaspoon, depending what you're doing. Okay, you get hose, and then top it up with cold water. Okay, now you can do it several ways. You want to fill the fermenter up with cold water. One way is this hose, which, well, I sanitize, I only use it for brewing. So, it stays indoors. Am I worried about sanitizing it? I've never had any picture yet. Now, set it, I'll probably get one. As much air as possible, so you can squeeze it into the hose, get lots of foam. The more foam you get, the better. But not too much though. That's fine enough. You want to get as much oxygen in the wort as you can. But when you sprinkle your yeast on top, the moisture that prevents yeast from using oxygen, and you want to get hooked high levels, because actually multiply for about 2 or 3 days. And you want to get the high yeast count out to get a good fermentation. You want to stuck with slow fermentation, you get off it with it. I'm getting right, so. Now, I'm going to take this a little bit higher, like I said, because I know it's just very low. Right, on 22. Let's get back to 40 pints, which is 20 litres. I'll put that at 22. Purely. There's only a bit more there. That's why I put it just very low. Alright, sit down, put your legs over it. There we go, clean water. Now we should take a hydrometer test. And this is sanitised as well. Right, round the thing. That's one way to do it. Now, hydrometers. That's low. Oh, I've got 10:37. So, 10:40. That's not bad. I've got extra volume. Well, it's just ridiculous. I like this, like I have 3 or 4 pints, and I'll fill in weekly. Not that I can't drink, but sometimes you're a nice even drink, so you don't get too much in one drink. So all of this is toasting, not too high in alcohol. So, let go back in. Okay. Now, lastly, or firstly, let me try a thermometer one. If you take a temperature, make sure we're within range. 22, perfect. So now we pitch the yeast. Now, it's only 4 inch opening. I'm not going to struggle to show you it. Just keep the pack open like that and gently sprinkle across the surface. Try not to get clumps in it.
There you go. There we go. 40 pints of beer. In fact, a bit more. 40 pints of beer for less than 10 quid.
Success is for all of them.
That's cheap.
Yours. On country.
Cheers.